Campbell. You're listening to the Why So Serious show. For your cast of the Why So Serious show on BlazeRadioOnline.com.
It is Tuesday, and it is time for the Why So Serious show. Blaze Radio, BlazeRadioOnline.com. I'm Justin Morrison alongside Alex Coyle and Mallory Snell. And Alex and Mallory, Woj is back.
How about that?
NBA free agency, the season about to start in a month and 6 days.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
What'd you say, Mallory?
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, Christmas time. Also the time when NBA starts this year. You know, I always
vaccine time.
Did you say vaccine time?
Yes.
Yeah, very excited for that. Probably going to happen in like June of 2021. So we're probably not going to go to the NBA games, but it's fine. Maybe the finals. I won't because
the Miami Heat will be allowing fans into their games, so see you there.
Is that for sure?
Well, I mean, with who's in charge in Florida, you know, so that's all I got to say on that front.
Wow. All right. Well,
shout out Ron DeSantis.
He was dropping bombs all day today. So I'm just gonna start with tweet number 1 and just go through all the Woj bombs today. Are you all ready for this? Are you strapped in? Are you ready to go up the drop and then go down the drop? You ready?
I don't like roller coasters.
I love roller coasters.
Okay, good. All right. This is the first tweet of the day. Draft week is here. Minnesota's on the clock for number 1. Wednesday night on ESPN. All right, number 2. Trade season begins Monday afternoon. Sources tell ESPN teams were informed the NBA's moratorium will end at noon Eastern time and deals can begin to be consumed. Then he tweets, tentative schedule. Wow. And this actually, I'm starting yesterday. I apologize. Whatever. Tentative schedule, December 22nd, opening night, All-Star break minus an All-Star game. March 5th through 10th. Wow, no All-Star game this season. May 16th. Regular season ends May 17th to 21st. Play-in tournament for 7 to 10 seeds. We love to see it. May 22nd, first round of the playoffs. June 7th, conference semifinals. June 22nd, conference finals. And July 8th through July 22nd, NBA finals. Wow, we love it. More sports in the summer. All right. Adrian Woj, I can't say his name. Woj, sources, 109.1 million salary cap and 132.6 million luxury tax for 2020-2021 season. Same as last season. All right, here we go. Sources, projected future salary cap and tax, 2021-2022, 112 million and 136.6 million. And also, Woj made a typo on that one. 112.m. I guess there was a point there. He just forgot or something. 2022, 2023. Already breaking news for like 2 seasons from now. 115.7 million and 140 million. And then 2023, 2024, 119 million, or 119.2 million and 144.9 million. Wow. November 15th. The NBA and NBAPA have agreed that each side will have the right to terminate the collective bargaining agreement following the 2020-2021 season and 2021-2022 season. That is a huge bomb right there. We can have labor disputes because the NBA always does terrible on that. I'm just kidding. They're pretty good. We don't have full-on lockout seasons, only cut into, and I'm always fine with the NBA season being shortened to like 30 games. The play-in tournament still needs to be approved by the Board of Governors, but that is a formality per sources. Number 7 and number 8 seeds need to win once to stay in playoffs. Number 9 and number 10 seeds need to win twice to move up into the field. Tentative dates of event, May 17th to May 21st. And then, whoa, it starts The Los Angeles Lakers are in advanced talks with Oklahoma City on a trade for guard Dennis Schroeder, sources tell ESPN. Wow, it's going to include LA's pick at number 28 in Wednesday's draft. Wow. Lakers guard Danny Green and the number 28 overall pick have been a focus of trade discussions. Wow. Schroeder to the Lakers is well on the course to be completed on Monday, sources tell ESPN. Rival teams in pursuit of the OKC guard have started moving on to new targets. The Lakers will land an impactful, versatile guard in pursuit of the franchise's title defense. You know what makes me reading this so great? It's a lot better than the way Woj reads stuff. No offense to Woj, but he's very boring. Here we go. Oh, he retweeted something. I'm moving on from that. And then, wow, it is official. They've acquired him. The Thunder will have the number 25 and number 28 picks in Wednesday's NBA draft. Between the 2020 and 2026 drafts, OKC has accumulated 16 first-round picks with more high-level trade assets still left to acquire more. The deal can be formalized after Wednesday night's draft. Okay, so formalized after Wednesday night's draft. A statement on Kevin Porter Jr. retweeted. I don't know what happened there. Utah's Zach Guthrie has agreed to join Dallas's coaching staff as an assistant. He will replace Steven Silas on Rick Carlisle's staff. And Mallory's officially muted. He retweeted a Bobby Marks tweet. Here we go. Here's some huge news. ESPN sources with Ramona Shelburne and Zach Lowe. Houston's James Harden considers his futures with franchise. He really wants to go to Brooklyn. Wow. And then the Rockets continue to tell teams that they plan to run it back with Harden this season. ESPN, yeah, okay, we already talked about that. Who's your homecoming?
Hold on. Put it on the poll. Wow.
How many times have I said that?
Wow, a wow amount of times.
Who's your homecoming? Calbert Chaney is joining the Indiana Pacers as an assistant coach. Chaney has been a G League assistant with Atlanta for the past 2 years. Where did he go to high school?
He went to Indiana University.
Did he go to Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis, though?
No, he did not. No relation to Purdue.
Here we go. Today's tweets have started, or actually yesterday's. If we're going, this is recorded live to tape from a remote location, not the Bill Austin radio studio. This is the huge trade. I thought this was Bruce Bowen when I first read this. I thought he was retired like 12 years ago, but it's Bruce Brown. The Detroit Pistons are trading guard Bruce Brown to the Brooklyn Nets for forward. I don't know how to say that. Let's move on. The first trade of the Troy Weaver era in Detroit. Wow. I said it again. ESPN story on Nets Pistons deal. Huge moves. The Phoenix Suns are finalizing a deal to acquire Oklahoma City Thunder guard, all-star guard Chris Paul. Sources tell ESPN. Now, have I said it enough, or do I need to say it again?
Wow.
Suns owner Robert Sarver is bringing the future Hall of Fame guard to Phoenix, delivering Devin Booker a running mate and the franchise a leader. Suddenly, the Suns become a real factor in the Western Conference this season. This is the worst thing we've ever done on the show, by the way. The deal sends Chris Paul and Abdel Nader to the Suns for
Abdel Nader.
Don't know how to say that.
That's a fine.
Okay. To the Suns for Kelly Oubre, Ricky Rubio, Ty Jerome, Jalen LeCue, and 2022 first-round pick. Wow. Say it with me, Alex.
Wow.
Milwaukee Bucks center. I missed this. Robin Lopez is declining his $5 million player option and becoming a free agent, testing the market.
He thinks he can get more than $5 million?
Apparently.
More power to him.
The Chicago Bulls will not extend a qualifying offer to guard Shaq Harrison, allowing him to become, an unrestricted free agent. And we hit a new low point. And then Harden was offered $50 million a year, and then after turning down an extension, offered to become the first $50 million a year player in league history. James Harden's message to Houston is clear. Get me to Brooklyn. We're not even close to being done. Should the Nets go all in to James Harden with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving? And that was a retweet of Zach Lowe's article. The Rockets are finalizing a trade to send Robert Covington to Portland for Trevor Ariza and 2020 first-round pick and 2021 projected first-round pick. To clarify, the Blazers are sending Houston the 16th pick in Wednesday's draft and another future first-round pick per sources. Deal can't be finalized until after Wednesday's draft. New Orleans is nearing completion of a deal to send guard Drew Holiday to Milwaukee for Eric Bledsoe, George Hill, and what's described as a significant draft compensation. Sources tell ESPN. Wow. Alex, say it with me.
Wow.
Mallory. Say it.
Wow.
Yes. Besides the 3 future first-round picks going to New Orleans, there are also pick swaps included in the deal, per sources. All in this is shaping up to be a draft compensation package similar to New Orleans' deal for Anthony Davis with the Lakers. For the Bucks, they were able to acquire Drew Holiday without costing themselves any of their key core players. 3 first and 2 pick swaps isn't an immense price to pay with at Giannis Antetokounmpo's decision looming on signing his extension. And then we got the Bucks trading Dante DiVincenzo, Ersan Ilyasova, and DJ Wilson to the Kings for Bogdan Bogdanovic, not Bojan Bogdanovic, not Boban Marjanovic, Bogdan Bogdanovic.
Bogdan Bogdanovic.
Yes.
Define.
What did I say?
Bogdanovic.
Whatever. Bucks GM John Horst has reshaped his roster late Monday. Let me tell you, this has been a very difficult thing to trade. Lots of hard names today, but Bucks GM John Horst has reshaped his roster late Monday, acquiring Drew Holiday and Bogdan Bogdanovic. Did I say
Another fine. That's
Bogdan?
another fine.
Yeah, I really
Bogdan Bogdanovic.
Bogdan.
First name is in his last name. Don't
Also,
change it.
I'm the NBA guy. I should know that. Giannis wanted to
I
see.
only know this from 2K. That's the only reason.
Giannis
Do you,
wanted.
guys think, do you guys think laptops should have like a back camera so you can like reverse?
Yes, because there's been some things on my screen that I keep trying to like.
Yeah,
flip
that'd be
to 'cause
really easy.
Woj is on my screen right now.
Put that on the poll, Mallory, and also that would be really nice for those lockdown browser tests that you got to scan the room for. And then Milwaukee.
I want to show off my Christmas tree right now and I can't, you know?
Obviously it's Bogdanovic. Sorry, Bogdan. I guess he spelled it wrong. Woj spelled it wrong. I don't know. I guess I don't know what's going on here. But Milwaukee is landing Sacramento's Bogdan Bogdanovic, and it sounds like it's easier to say Bogdanovic when it's alone, but when you say Bogdan Bogdanovic, that sounds a little bit easier. All right, I'm done. Mallory, also put it on the poll. Was that the worst segment we've ever done? I think it was the worst segment we've ever done.
No, you've said that about worse segments.
Like what? What is worse than
I
that?
can't remember.
What is worse than me just reading Woj's Twitter?
We've
done-
definitely had some in studio bad segments.
Pretty much anything.
So guess what? Guess what comes back very, very shortly?
What?
Just take one guess.
College. Oh no. Actually the worst segment that we do. The Alco formula, where we just sit there and ask Alex where certain teams are.
I gotta decide when that thing's coming back. Probably.
Can you do one for women's this year?
That'll be a lot.
Too much work for you? That's way too much work for Alex. I want your NBA Alco formula.
That would be so easy to do, actually. That's not a bad idea.
You should just start doing it for like just random like 5th tier European soccer.
Like Ryan Reynolds just bought?
I wanted to talk about that actually. Like, what's the point? It's like, does he just have like $2.5 million just laying around and wants to like own a sports team? Because Jeremy and I have that plan. Jeremy Schnell, Mallory's brother.
So he wins on his investment if they go up to the 4th division. If they're fifth, like if they go up, he like returns his investment right away.
You realize that like those players that are playing the 5th division over there are like have like regular jobs and are like
Yes.
like just like average Joes. It's basically a professional beer league. Because like the beer league isn't a tier there. Like the 8th tier is beer league. Like,
But they would all destroy. Like they are the caliber of the USL 1
league. Yeah, USL League 1 maybe, but not league.
not the championship, but USL League
USL
1.
Championship would destroy them like 10 years.
Yes, but USL League 1.
League 1, yeah, maybe the indoor league that Landon Donovan played in for a little bit. But NBA free agency, I just want to go on this Suns deal. I don't really care about whatever else happened, but I think it's a horrible trade for the Suns.
The only part I don't like it is Kelly Oubre and the idea of how old and is Chris Paul that good right now? Like I don't know.
Number 1 career low in assists per game.
Well, and this move only gets you to the second round of the playoffs. Like why is that a celebration? Like I personally don't understand that.
It shows Booker that they're willing to win. But if Drew Holiday was out there on the market, much younger player, averaged more points per game, about the same assists as Chris Paul, really underrated player, why wouldn't you go for Drew Holiday, again, who's 30 years old versus 35? Like, he gives you a good 5 years of more time of being good. Like, Chris Paul and the amount of money that they're taking on from this contract, like, other than what Max and Chris Ferendorf pointed out in our group chat, like, other than just the fact that it shows Devin Booker that they want to win, like, I don't understand this move because it doesn't make them that much better. And
especially like everybody now, does it make the Suns better in terms of
they will make the playoffs this year?
Yes, right. If you want to celebrate that, fine. But
they'll be the 5th or 6th seed in the West.
Yeah, you're not going to be any better than that. Like you have no chance at going to a conference finals.
They're not. They're like this team doesn't even beat the Nuggets.
No, definitely, or the Jazz.
They might beat the Jazz because the Jazz are losing Conley, and I think, and I don't know about the Jazz. The Jazz do have Donovan Mitchell still, Rudy Gobert, but I don't know. The Jazz and the Nuggets are the same team, by the way. So
they don't beat the Clippers. They don't beat the Lakers. That's for sure. They don't beat the Warriors
because
they don't beat a healthy Warriors team, especially with the number 2 overall pick.
We haven't even forget about that.
Yeah, like.
The Warriors.
And honestly, I'd take the 2 Blazers superstars over.
100%. Booker's really good. Like Booker is really.
Oh
good.
Yeah, 100%. But I'd take what the Blazers have over what the Suns have right now.
Did they beat Seattle?
It's a good question. Put it on the poll. Did the Suns beat Seattle?
Did the Suns or can they?
Can the Suns beat Seattle? Or make the choices. Go Sonics, go Suns. Mallory, what do you think? Well, I actually, the bad time to ask her, but yeah, I don't know.
No, I can multitask.
Yeah, I can't. That's why you do this for me.
What? What's your question?
Just like, what do you think about this trade for the Suns? Like, is it a good one?
I'm gonna miss Kelly Oubre Jr.
Yep, a ton. A ton.
Just like everyone else is.
He's really hot, am I right?
No comment.
Valley Boys.
He's definitely good to look at.
Don't put that on the poll.
Why?
Put on the poll, is he good to look at? Just
Is he?
That's what I was gonna say.
But
also, if we put is Kelly Oubre good to look at, like it would be voted on like 50. We'd get a lot of votes on that poll. Not gonna lie, he's very popular.
But then also, I'm a little mad at Chris Paul because he bounced a basketball off of Duncan Robinson's head in the bubble. So
Good man. Good man.
Gives
Real
no
coffee.
take whatsoever, but just like goes into like, I'm just mad about something that he did against the Heat like 5 months ago. Like that's where Mallory goes with this. Are y'all excited for the bubble for the playoffs again?
Yes.
It's not happening.
You think that there's gonna be a vaccine that's good enough?
Vaccine.
You think the vaccine? Do you think we have a full finals next year? I don't know.
Vaccine December.
Vaccine December, maybe.
In turn, not like mass distribution, but like first responders and like frontline workers, December.
Older people in nursing homes, they'll be after the first responders.
They'll be there. I think it's 1A is first responders, 1B is nursing homes, 2 I think is like I can't remember, like teacher, like essential workers, teachers, stuff like that, and then 3 into 4 is everybody else.
It'll be nice to like sound good and not be in this void, Reeboks void with y'all anymore. Like that will be nice. And to actually be live. We were supposed to like that was supposed to happen, and then it just
Didn't.
I don't know what happened there, but whatever. College football.
Ooh.
Notre Dame, let's go.
Shouldn't be playing college.
Go Irish.
But do you want me to show you why the biggest reason we shouldn't be playing college football in 2020 is?
Sure. I think I know what he's going to pull up too. Yeah, I know exactly where he's going with this too. Yeah, here we go.
That's the reason we shouldn't be playing college football.
No comment on what I call that. No comment on what I.
Does he realize you can talk like into your mic and not like? Why is it under the mask?
And it's completely defeating the purpose of the mask. The air is just going to flow under it.
I know, Mallory. Retweet that for me on our show's account. But yeah, Michigan football is the biggest laughingstock, the biggest not a program in college football right now. I think they were really banking on that spring season happening or something because they got killed by Wisconsin in their fullback dive of 40 yards. I don't know what is the new low point for Michigan football, that mask or the fullback dive for 40 yards. Mallory, when you're done retweeting the Harbaugh mask,
they're just not good at football. Right?
Put on the poll, what's the new low point for Michigan? The fullback dive for 40 yards or Harbaugh's mask?
Whose mask was that?
Jim Harbaugh.
You're fired.
How do you spell it?
You're fired.
Harbaugh. He used to coach for the Ravens. His brother coaches for the Ravens. That's fine. He used to coach for the 49ers when they had Kaepernick. They went to the Super Bowl. He was their coach.
So what was the poll that you wanted?
He's fired.
What's the new low point for Michigan? Harbaugh's mask or a fullback dive for 40 yards?
You got to fire Harbaugh. Have to fire.
Harbaugh.
And hire Justin Wilcox, coach from Cal.
That would be a good hire.
Well, he wouldn't have to change his wardrobe at all. Keep the same ties. Be good. Also, or I'd go with the Coastal Carolina head coach.
You know who's probably going to be up for some higher level coaching positions, even though they gave him a huge raise?
Who?
Liberty Flames head coach.
Oh, gosh.
Michigan would bring in Hugh Freeze.
Everything about Hugh Freeze and the school that is Liberty.
I really enjoyed Hugh Freeze from the hospital bed.
The memes that came from that.
I really enjoyed that. That was great. BYU's coach, I don't know who it is, but he could. Assuming it's a he. I don't know if it's a he or a she. I couldn't name that coach. I couldn't name one player on that team. I just know that they got a good quarterback, and they're like 8-0.
Should we put it on the poll? Is BYU's coach a he or a she?
Probably not.
I mean, hey, with the Marlins, you never know. Marlins,
That's
hey,
awesome.
great news from the Marlins.
Mallory, how excited are you that your baseball team and Derek Jeter has brought on a female GM?
You know, I'm a bit skeptical when it comes to Derek Jeter, but he made the right call here. I'm so excited about this hire and to have more women in sports.
I love how Mallory wants to just go in on Derek Jeter there, but she has to give the politically correct. We want women in sports take, and said she.
No, I thought at first she was gonna be like, I'm a little skeptical of this hire, and that's what I want. Like,
I am not skeptical of this hire at all. Good job, Marlon.
now listen to this though. The CEO is an African American. The COO is a female, and the GM is a female of the Marlins.
But that
Great organization.
So Marlins hire me for social media? Question mark.
By the way, I was just ripping Michigan on Twitter all Saturday night. It was great because on Wisconsin, am I right?
On Scotty.
Yeah, there we go. Yes, I was ripping them, but you know who else needs to be fired and probably needs to be fired before? I don't know if he needs to be fired
Adam Gase?
before Harbaugh, but that's yes. But we're talking college here, Mallory. James Franklin.
No. Harbaugh's got to go before James Franklin.
They're really bad though. Like the Big Ten is all.
Oh, but Michigan's worse.
I don't know about that. Are they playing each other this year?
Oh yeah, because they're in the same division.
Oh, I love it. Are they doing divisions in Big Ten football?
Mm-hmm. Always have. Since
the ACC took away their divisions because of COVID.
Right. Which means Notre Dame has to play Clemson again.
I voted fullback dive for 40 yards because that was incredible. You saw that play, right?
I have not seen that play.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. There was a 40-yard fullback dive. And you know that fullbacks are the best position in football, right? 100%.
Oh yes, make fullbacks great again.
Yes, make fullbacks great again. It's a Twitter account, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You need to follow it because they literally track all the fullbacks in the NFL and college football, what they're doing. So, yeah, I love a good fullback. Ron Wolfley, good friend of mine. Great call on Sunday, but yeah, unfortunate news in our community, Arizona State. Game against Cal was canceled on Saturday. COVID outbreak against for the Sun Devils. Apparently, according to Matt Berry, an entire side of the ball has it. I don't know if it was offense. I don't know if it's defense. I don't know if it's the starters that he's talking about or the reserves or what it is. But the entire side of the ball has COVID. Not good. And all I'm going to say is that it doesn't surprise me. I'm not going to go too hard into my own school and the school that I cover. But all I'm going to say is that after doing some research, that it doesn't surprise me. I'm not going to say who it is. I mean, you can figure it out if you look up the video. But
a certain special teams player with a vlog.
Yeah, YouTube page vlogs of Hang Time Punter. Look them up today, and it will not surprise you why ASU has a COVID outbreak. And it really surprises me that they're the team affected the most in the Pac-12. I thought with the leadership of that team who was in charge that it would not happen. I really hope that everyone's okay, especially Herm. He's 60, as healthy as he is. He's 66 years old.
Especially that the whole staff too.
Whole staff, yep. Not all of those guys are in the best shape. They're former football players. They're a little heavy set. So yeah, I'm kind of I hope everyone's okay, but at the same time, I think that there were some missed protocol issues and stuff. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's all I'll say about that. But any more college football?
The Irish undefeated, headed into the bye week.
You guys is this like an actual bye week or a COVID bye week?
Actual bye week.
Wow. I'm surprised that they're still having an actual bye week.
I mean, it shows that at least ACC-wise, they're being decent with it, except for Miami.
I mean,
no.
ACC is pretty bad though. Like their testing schedule is awful.
Oh, yes.
So,
By pretty good, I mean pretty lenient with
ASU. Like the reason the Pac-12 like has had so much trouble is because their testing thing is like actually catching this, and like like Big Ten's doing decent job with it. Pac-12 doing a decent job with testing. SEC and ACC, their testing is I think like weekly. So not good. But let's move on to a more positive topic. Mount Rushmore, a fast food restaurant.
Yes.
Mallory, you're up first.
Okay, my first one is Chick-fil-A. You know that song by Kanye West, Chick-fil-A? It's a good
No.
song.
Never heard it.
Closed on Sunday.
It's Lord's Chicken.
You're my Chick-fil-A.
Lord's Chicken.
It's a good song. Go.
I'm a very big fan.
That just reminded me of Panda Express.
Wow.
Panda.
Which one are we taking out, Mallory?
I don't know. But anyway, back to Chick-fil-A. It's the superior fast food chain. Their chicken nuggets, their fries, their cookies and cream milkshake. Just an all-around fabulous meal.
Love it.
Overrated fries. Very, very cold a lot of times. I'm not.
Yeah. Kind of soggy.
Kind of soggy, kind of cold. Also, they're very large, so you get like 5 of them in a container. But but everything else, the sauce, all the sauces. You got a Chick-fil-A sauce. You got honey mustard. You got Polynesian, very underrated fast food sauce. Spicy sriracha or whatever it's called. That's a good.
I'm just a fan of their barbecue.
The barbecue sauce, the ranch. The ranch is probably the worst of their sauces because ranch needs to be cold, and a lot of people.
Ranch sucks.
You're weird, but ranch needs to be cold. If it's not cold, then it's not good. Can be the hottest food in the world, but you gotta have cold ranch. Alex, your first one.
In-N-Out.
Bad
That's all I gotta
fries.
say.
Bad fries, great burgers.
Underrated fry. People overrate how bad it is. The fries have grown on me every single time I go. They seem to get better every single time. They're not great. I'm not saying they're great, but I mean, In-N-Out, favorite burger out of it, like amazing. Love In-N-Out.
Agreed. Also, if you've ever had it protein style, they do the lettuce wrap the best of any place.
I do have to try that at some point. Yeah.
It doesn't fall apart like other lettuce wrapped burgers. Like if you get one at Five Guys.
The unwich at Jimmy John's actually very, very good.
Interesting. Okay, so my first one is a Southern fried chicken chain. Way better than KFC. Way better than Popeyes. Way better than Church's Chicken. It is Bojangles. Bojangles is amazing. Their biscuits are so good. Their Cajun chicken is phenomenal. The mac and cheese.
Never had it before.
The mac and cheese.
Never heard of it before.
The mac and cheese.
How about that?
The dirty rice.
Never happened before.
I don't know if you've ever had dirty rice before, but it's quite good. What else? What else do they have there that's good? Oh yeah, basically my meal is the leg and thigh meal with a biscuit and 2 sides, and I go green beans and mac and cheese. And I either get a pink lemonade or I like their sweet tea as well. Both very good. Sometimes I mix the two. But yes, Bojangles, if you're ever in the South, if you're ever in, anywhere, I guess like Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, top notch. Mallory, you're number 2.
My number 2, I'm reordering this here. Shake Shack. Oh, they have.
What?
I don't think I've been there.
I don't know if that counts as fast food. Well, I guess
100%. 100%.
Okay.
We're counting Five Guys.
Okay. Well, we haven't gotten to Five Guys yet, so don't mention Five Guys yet. We haven't gotten there.
I'm not saying that anybody.
Five Guys is gross. Anyway, Shake Shack has the most flavorful burgers out there.
I do enjoy Shake Shack a lot.
Shake Shack wouldn't go there during COVID.
Very expensive.
Why, Jesse?
If it's no, I'm thinking Steak and Shake. I'm sorry, Steak and Shake is the one that I wouldn't go to during COVID. Lots of health department concerns with that one. Also, they're never sponsoring.
I've been to Shake Shack multiple times.
I'm talking about Steak and Shake. I'm sorry, I got on the Steak and Shake. I was thinking the Steak and Shake. Shake Shack, never been there.
Oh, you got burgers, so good. A little overpriced, but
Yes,
very
very expensive.
Yeah, we should
My
do our
God,
worst
I
fast
did a
food
steak there.
restaurants.
good. I get a shake there. It's $8.
That's ridiculous. How big is it though?
No,
Not
it's
very big.
small.
For $8? Yeah,
Mhm.
never going there. Got to get bang for your buck. Alex,
Yeah,
what's
but it's worth it. Like
what?
their stuff is like next tier, like top tier.
Alex, your second one.
Culver's,
Overrated.
phenomenal. Cheese curds are absolutely out of this world. Crinkle cut fries are amazing. Get the bacon butterburger basket. Oh, the cheddar cheese, the bacon, the burger.
The root
And
beer
get a
is
concrete mixer. Oh, it's
the root
Culver's,
beer-
man.
the root beer.
Reminds me of home. Midwest, good old Midwestern food.
It's A&W, but not as good.
A&W is it's awful.
A&W's curds are way better.
Okay, I've never eaten at A&W,
Buffalo
but I would
Wild-
never think to eat
That
at
was
A&W.
awful. Okay, you're muted.
You know where has the good cheese curds? What's it called in Helena, Montana?
The windbag.
The Windbag. Good cheese curds.
You know, when I click unmute the audio, okay, it's working now. All right. Well, my second one, all-time classic fast food restaurant, great breakfast, especially the breakfast. The breakfast is amazing. If you ever had a breakfast crunch wrap before with the Chipotle sauce, it is amazing. The regular crunch wrap, amazing. Pretty much all their promotional items are amazing. Jeremy and I have put on a lot of weight going to this restaurant. It is Taco Bell, and it is phenomenal. Every one of their commercials makes me want it. It is the sole reason why I break diets a lot of times. I don't care if it sucks. Like traditionally, I prefer it to. Sometimes I crave it over regular good Mexican food, and I will admit that readily. I like the crap that is served to me there. If you've not had the grilled cheese burrito yet at Taco Bell, you need to try it because it might be their best item.
I think
So
Taco
good.
Bell is disgusting.
Terrible take.
Taco Bell has its place, that's for sure.
Terrible take. Anybody that denies Taco Bell,
It's solid. It's solid. Taco Bell is very solid.
it might be Bojangles and Taco Bell are tough for me to choose. And the most amazing thing about it, and how I also started my horrible trend, is that there was a McDonald's, Taco Bell, Bojangles, all three lined up
Oh,
in the same parking lot on the way to school, senior year of high school.
that's tough.
It was tough. And Bojangles has great breakfast, by the way. All right, Mallory, you're third.
My third one, I guess I'm just having I really like my milkshakes, okay? Portillo's.
Had it yesterday. Chi-Town, Chicago style. Let's go.
Their chocolate
Dog?
cake is something else. Just like when the chunks of the chocolate cake come up your straw, there's nothing like it.
Like 1,000 calories in that thing.
I walked in the other day and I had like 5 minutes before I had to be at work, right? And I was like, I need like the quickest thing on your menu. It would be like chicken tenders and fries. They're like a hot dog. And I was like, but can I still get a cake shake? They were like, yeah. There was like a whole line of people waiting for their food. They made me the cake shake and hot dog in like 30 seconds. Everyone was staring at me as I like walked out while they were all waiting for their food still.
Yeah, back home, like you'll wait an hour just to order at Portillo's.
By the way,
Portillo's is nuts.
there's one in Tempe. Speaking of hot dog fast food places, I don't know if you've ever been to Wiener Schnitzel, but it's quite good. I'm a fan. Like, they got some good items, and I gotta tell you, like, it's growing on me each time I go there. But yeah, close to my apartment, not good for me. All right, Alex, you're third.
Cane's. I mean, Caniac combo with the fries, a good chicken, nice. It's a good juicy chicken with the crispness of the outside. But the real order, Caniac combo, double toast instead of the slaw.
Oh, I do.
Texas toast.
Wait,
Texas toast is
I can get
absolutely
double
insane.
toast? I can get double toast instead of the slaw?
An extra toast instead of slaw if you do the Caniac combo. Game changer.
I
That's
do.
game changer for me because I don't eat the slaw.
I
I
take
don't need the slaw either.
I don't eat the slaw either. I'm a horrible Southerner. I know. Like it's really, like if you don't like coleslaw and you're from Virginia, like you're weird. People like beat you over the head with a baseball bat if you don't. But it's like I don't think mayo and cabbage should go. What? I'm like, but no. What I do is because personally, I think that Cane's is pretty good. I like it, but the thing that is great there is the sauce, and this what I do is I sub out the coleslaw for an extra cane sauce, and then I buy an extra cane sauce on top of that, so then I get 3 cane sauces.
Alrighty.
That's and also
It's-
what's also good about Cane's, even though I always regret getting ketchup when I go there, is they have the good kind of ketchup that Chick-fil-A.
they have really good ketchup. Yes.
But you always like, I don't know if you do this too, but like you end up dipping your bread and fries and everything inside of the cane sauce, and you end up just not using the ketchup, and you're like, this was a waste. I don't know if you do that too.
No, I don't dip the bread in anything. I dip the fries in the ketchup, and I just eat the chicken.
Do you eat cane sauce though?
Not a sauce guy.
Not-
I don't get lost. Hey, I don't get lost in the sauce very often.
That's the best part. All right. Well, my
Breaking news from the 305 zone on Twitter with 280 followers. James Harden to the Nets has hit a brick wall. The Rockets are asking for one of Kyrie Irving or Kevin Durant in deal involving Harden.
I love it. That one might have some validity, actually. My third is the fast food restaurant, McDonald's. And honestly, it's not really for their. This is probably the one that I like the least out of this.
We love McDonald's. We stand McDonald's in this household.
We do. Alex especially does. I'm not going to give the reason why, but he especially does. He's got. This is not when Alex.
A rooting interest.
When Alex says that he likes McDonald's, it's a little bit of a bias to take. We're very transparent here, but McDonald's is so good, and it's not. And they removed their best item from the dinner menu, so I'm in lunch menu, so I'm not really doing this for that.
What's that?
It is the regular McChicken, not the spicy McChicken's good, but the regular McChicken. What you gotta do is get a McChicken.
They still have the regular McChicken. They got rid of the spicy McChicken.
No, they only have the spicy.
I got rid of the spicy.
I was just there last week. I was just there.
Pretty sure it's just spicy.
All right. Well, that's a conversation for another time. The breakfast is so good. Any type of McMuffin, even the biscuits are okay. But the McGriddle is the best thing I've ever known. So, man, I don't know if
The hash brown.
hash brown. Yes, the hash brown.
The orange juice is even really good.
I don't know if you've had it yet, but it was a promotional item, but it was the McChicken McGriddle. So it was just a McChicken
Heard about that.
on the McGriddle buns, which are just 2 pancakes basically. Like, it was literally the best idea ever. Why don't we put some bacon, egg, and cheese or some sausage, egg, and cheese in the middle of 2 pancakes? Like, what could go wrong there? And it was the greatest fast food breakfast item ever known to man, or woman, and it's great. And also, but the thing about the McGriddle is that it's so rivaled by I'm blanking on it. What's the English muffin? The McMuffin. The McMuffin is great too. There's nothing like it. Like it's just so greasy and so good. McMuffins are phenomenal. So yeah, it's mostly a breakfast thing here for me. But solid fries, solid burgers. You can't go wrong. Except I will say that the Big Mac is the worst fast food burger. It's so bad. It's so overrated.
The best thing at McDonald's. I'm not a Big Mac fan, but the quarter pounder with cheese.
Quarter pounder with cheese. I don't like the quarter pounder with cheese either because it tastes too good. It's not got that. I like that good chemical taste that you
because it's a fresh burger. Like quarter pounder is like it's made to order.
True, I know, but like I'm more of a fan of like.
They have a nice little bell that they ring when it's ready. When they say, "Oh, we got a quarter pounder," ring the bell, and so you put one on the.
I'm more of a fan of the McDouble or just cheeseburger.
Synthetic taste.
I like also big fan of the like dehydrated onions at McDonald's. Like I love it. It's so good. And they have the best ketchup. The best tasting ketchup is at McDonald's. I will go to my grave saying that. Mallory, what's your last one?
My last one is Burger King. Their onion rings, the chicken fries, and again their shakes.
All right. Alex, your last one.
Dairy Queen. In all honesty, couldn't really think of a fourth one, but Dairy Queen, phenomenal dessert. Anytime you can get a Blizzard, especially Oreo McBlizzard or Oreo McBlizzard.
Oreo McBlizzard. That would be amazing. Somehow Dairy Queen, McDonald's, they've got blizzards at McDonald's.
It's called a McFlurry, thank you. It's called a McFlurry.
Mallory, put it on the poll. Should they just have blizzards at McDonald's? Or should Dairy Queen and McDonald's team up and put
McBlizzard?
A McBlizzard, yeah. It's not the McPlant, but it's the McBlizzard.
McPlant.
Mallory, are you excited? Also, there's like McPlant pizza now at Papa John's. All of this fake meat that like is shockingly tasting like back in my day when I was a kid and you saw like tofurkey, you knew that stuff sucked. But like somehow in some lab somewhere they're doing something weird to this. I think they're just serving meat. Conspiracy theory, they're just serving meat and they're calling it fake, but it's still meat. I don't know. All right, well,
who knows?
So you go Oreo Blizzard as well?
Oh, Oreo Blizzard is the answer. It used to be you had to do the Snickers Blizzard, but they took the Snickers Blizzard away. Now it's Oreo Blizzard. Gotta go that.
Oreo
Blizzard with the chocolate base instead of vanilla base.
Ooh, chocolate base for Blizzards, no shot.
Too much chocolate.
With the Oreos, yes.
Wrong.
Too much chocolate.
Extremely
I
false.
love chocolate. Like
I can't stand chocolate. I hate chocolate.
Chocolate. So, I don't know. I like my second favorite is I either go Oreo and then sometimes I'll rock a Butterfinger, but I know that East Bar is pretty popular as well. I've never had that one. I've had like the cake batter or the birthday cake, and I didn't really like that one. So, yeah, it's basically for me, it's either Oreo or Butterfinger on a very, very, very like short basis. But my last choice though is Five Guys. Best fries, 100% best fries. Solid burgers, not great. Good thing about their burgers is you can pile on the toppings, as many toppings as you want. There's a huge list of them. You can get like A1 sauce on your burger, barbecue sauce if you want to, grilled mushrooms, really good, green peppers if you want. All that you can really doctor up your burger there. Great bacon, actually surprisingly good hot dogs. But yeah, the fries is what's killer there, and they always give you extra. So.
Oh yes, they fill the bottom of the bag.
Yeah, and if you're like a what is it, malt vinegar fan, which I'm not. But there's a lot of people that are. You can get that, and then you get the peanuts before your meal. I really like peanuts before your meal as well. Do we talk NFL today?
I mean, the most notable thing of the week: Cowboys didn't lose.
Was their bye week?
I mean, hey, they gained a half game on everybody except the Giants. I'll take that.
I would say that most people would say that the most notable thing of the week was the Hail Murray, DeAndre Hopkins from.
It's not America's team though.
The American.
Anytime the America's team doesn't lose.
America's team is a stupid gimmick.
America's team, star on the helmet.
Terrible.
One of the 50 states.
The star is dark blue, and the jersey blue is like a lighter blue on their white jerseys. But when they wear it's one of the worst uniforms in sports.
What? I love them. Love the jerseys.
Horrible uniforms.
I need a jersey.
Horrible uniforms. Yeah, but I'd say the Hail Murray is the biggest thing that happened. Also, kind of surprised that the Patriots beat the Ravens. Thought that was a bit of a shocker.
Pretty handily too. Pretty handily.
It was like 23-17, but okay. Obviously, someone didn't watch the NFL this week.
I watched it. it wasn't as close as it seemed. The scoreboard was closer than the game was.
It was a horribly the weather was awful, and
Yes.
wherever they were playing in Foxborough yesterday. It was not good. Some news is Washington football team not allowing fans for their next game. They allowed them back for like one game, and then nope, because of COVID is spiking again, so they're gonna have less fans at the old FedEx Field there, or no fans actually. So that sucks. But again, if I'm not there, I could care less. We never had a home field advantage anyway. I got a new jersey. I wore this on the show last week, but horrible timing. Horrible timing to buy this. Chase Young cost the team a game.
Well, what was the call on that? Was that roughing the passer?
Roughing the passer. Horrible roughing the passer penalty. It was like 2 seconds after Stafford released it. There was no need to push Stafford there. And then, you can't give Matt Prater. Matt Prater's kicking indoors, by the way, at Ford Field. You can't give him a 59-yarder. That's a chip shot for him.
Right, yes.
Oh, you put it on the poll. Is a 59-yarder from Matt Prater a chip shot?
That's too much work.
All right, well, what are we doing, I guess, then, if Mallory's not going to put that on the poll? Should they have McBlizzards at McDonald's? Yes, 100%. All right. Well, I'm gonna play the "What Are We Doing" sound.
What are we doing?
Mallory.
Okay. My
Sorry, I forgot to say it.
press here.
Mallory, hold on. Before we move on to what are we doing, we forgot Tua. 2-0 as a starter now, or 3-0, 2-0. I don't know.
3-0.
Never
3-0,
done
yeah.
reception either. Your starters can't relate, so just saying.
My starters?
Yeah.
Alex Smith had a career day.
Yeah, but has he thrown an interception this season? Yeah.
Yes, he did, but he threw for 390 yards yesterday. And let's remember this. His leg was half off like a year ago. It's quite the miraculous turnaround. It is. He will be comeback player of the year. Like him.
Yes, but you need a different quarterback.
No, I'm fine.
Yes,
Alex played great. It's not Alex's fault that we lost.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
All right, Mallory, what are we doing as you go off camera for some reason?
I went to get something very important.
Oh, yeah, great. Yep. See, Mallory got a new jersey. Her jersey is when I buy a jersey, like, he sucks and then gets a terrible roughing passer penalty. When Mallory buys a jersey, he's good. Good thing is this jersey was $27. So
you had a nice gift card at the NFL shop.
Definitely what that
Fanatics sent me three of the jerseys.
I'll take one. I like Tua.
I'll take one too. I like the color.
Well, it's the women's cut, so I don't know how you guys will look at that.
Perfect.
I look hot.
It might be a little tight on you guys.
A nice deep V.
That'd be funny. We should all show up our first day in studio, all three of us wearing them.
You mean your first day in studio, you and Alex next year, and me in my job wherever?
Yeah. Okay, what are we doing are the Detroit Red Wings because, over the past few days, the NHL has been coming out with the new Adidas Retro jerseys, and the Detroit Red Wings one looks like a practice jersey that they just came up with overnight.
I saw it. It's not great. But it's keeping it simple. Like I saw, there's nothing they can really do because they've had the same uniforms their entire tenure. Like the Detroit Red Wings have never got different uniforms.
The Detroit what?
Red Wings.
You said the Red Wings.
Oh, I didn't hear that, but whatever, fine. Yeah, but the Detroit Red Wings have had the same uniforms their entire time. Like you look at Gordie Howe, and Gordie Howe was basically in the same uniform that they wear today So it's like yeah. Look at old Gordy here in these uniforms. Like, there's nothing much different about the Red Wings.
Nope.
So like it's like same with
Can you
the
talk about how cool the LA Kings ones are, though?
Looks like the Lakers.
Exactly.
they
That's
used
kind
to-
of the whole point.
They used to be the same color. Those used to be their uniforms. Like, they used to be those colors. I don't know what you're saying about. I saw your Snapchat post, Mallory, but I really like the Florida Panthers ones. Actually,
Everyone's saying that it's like in their top 3, but it just looks like our old jerseys. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, honestly, I don't love the Capitals uniforms. I like them. I think they're cool, but at the same time, like, it doesn't look as good as their normal uniforms.
I do like the Coyotes purple Kachina type ones. Those are
Yeah,
pretty
are they just?
I haven't seen the Blackhawks ones yet. I haven't seen the Blackhawks.
Mallory, are the Coyotes just full on Kachina now, or are they done?
Okay, yeah, those are just their Winter Classic uniforms.
They look like a practice jersey.
So I like St. Louis's actually too.
I don't know about the colors.
Okay, but the one that like, can you even like guess like which one this is?
Carolina.
How do you know?
This is the Hartford Whale.
Hartford Whalers. Hartford Whalers moved to. That's a fine, Alex. It's the Hartford Whalers. They moved from Hartford, and then they actually played at the Greensboro Coliseum. I can't believe that at an NHL team for a while, but they did. They played there, and then they moved to Raleigh. But Raleigh is the absolute worst place for a hockey franchise. Their fans act like they care about hockey only in the playoffs. It's the worst place ever for hockey. I hate it.
The Knights uniforms are awesome. I do like the red.
Yeah, they're all right. I've never been. I'm not on that big.
What about the Golden Knights? Like, I liked the Golden Knights all gold ones that they came out with like 2 months
Those are
ago.
cool. But the Knights are a whole bunch of hype. Give them a couple of years.
Oh, I love the Knights. The Knights are awesome, except when
Oh,
they
there
knocked
you
the
go.
Blackhawks out of the playoffs.
When they're bad, no one's gonna show up to those games. Let's just be real here. We'll be real here. But very very good. What are we doing, Mallory? Alex, I will go to you.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
And this was the worst call I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, the Pac-12 refs. It was the Washington against Oregon State game, I believe it was. Spotting of the football, just like, do they have like drunk goggles on when they're trying to spot the football? That's my question. That's my honest question, Larry Scott. Do you supply drunk goggles to your officials?
We've seen better officiating in the AIA.
Oh, easy. Oh, by the clock operators that we've dealt with and by the chain gangs that we've dealt with.
Well, and we've actually seen better in the CAA because actually, no lie here, I would say that the CAA officials were better than the AIA 2A officials. They were awful.
Yes.
Awful. Like the CAA refs, they didn't know what they were doing, but they kept a smooth game going. Like, there's so many weird.
The AIA Division II guys spotted the ball where the missed field goal landed, not where it was kicked from. What are we doing?
All right. Well, mine. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Is just college football in general happening right now. Like I know Alex is against this, but like, this year should be the exception of this rule. Like, there's no, like, they're literally just putting players out to profit off of this, and it's really bad. And to make these TV deals happen, and I know the players want to play and everything, but like, they've got to be smarter about this. They just shouldn't be happening right now. This isn't real sports. This is still amateur athletics. And, I'm not exactly a fan of even high schools playing, especially high schools playing, because they're not even doing any sort of testing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, it's just like amateur athletics going on right now, and this time is not like, I understand. Like, I fully support like the NFL and NBA and stuff, because that's their jobs. Like, you can't just like quit work because of a pandemic. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, it's but like, I don't know. This college football thing it's at the beginning of the season, okay, there's a few cancellations here and there, but like, now there were 15 games last weekend canceled, or right, 15 games. That's bad. It's just too out of hand. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. Like, it's most of the time it's not their fault. Most of the time it's just people that don't want to, there's not enough mask wearing, not enough, controlling this virus in this country. And I feel bad for college football players, but
I'm going to correct you on this. They're not putting them out there for profit. They're putting them out there to, number one, regain their losses from what they lost at the end of the year last year. And number two, help other programs survive. None of this is for profit. They're not going to be making money off of anything. Like these institutions need football to survive with the other athletic programs. I agree with everything else you said, but that should be noted. But yeah, 100% agree with everything.
yeah. And college basketball and stuff I'm kind of fine with as of now because very less personnel. There's not like 53 people together. But we'll see how that goes. We're already seeing outbreaks with Patino's team at Iona, and he thinks that they should.
You've seen it a lot at the mid majors and low majors because they don't have the funding for testing or the the ability to have protocols be followed and because let's be honest, that takes money. And if you look at all of the programs that are isolated right now, the only Power 5 or big 6 conferences would be UConn. So that's the only and there's like I think 20 teams in isolation. The only big one's UConn. So unfortunately it's going to be a thing where it's probably only going to be Power 5 that get through this.
And they've announced that they're doing the NCAA tournament at a single site, which I'm hoping for women's that I would get to go to that because that would be awesome.
The only positive coming out of that situation is it's going to be in the state of Indiana, which
where
very happy for my state. We have a saying in 49 other states, it's just basketball. And obviously, if you've seen the movie Hoosiers, you know what it means, the state of Indiana. There's some rumors of where it'll be. They're getting a push to have high school gyms host a couple, like the early rounds, which would be awesome. And we have some massive high school gyms. Like
that'd be tough. That'd be tough for cameras, but I guess if they're
no, it won't. Not in Indiana. Like there are high school gyms bigger than a lot. I wouldn't say most mid majors, but a lot of mid.
A lot of it though has to do with like the lighting. Like
correct. Yes.
Like, one of the reasons why the NBA is still playing in arenas and not in like just their practice gyms is because there's all those lights and it just is a good thing for TV. Like that's why they had to like outfit that bubble with like all.
Correct. Yes.
Like it's
that would be an issue, but in terms of like angles and stuff, there won't that.
I don't think it matters this year. It'll be fun anyway. Either way, but I could see them cutting the tournament in half, the field in half.
Especially if as more and more seasons get canceled. But yeah, so the Final Four was supposed to be in Indianapolis anyway. But now if they have the entire tournament in Indiana, I mean, Indiana houses the NCAA. Indiana, it's basketball heaven.
It still exists. I didn't think they had any power.
Say it again?
I didn't think they had any power over anything, which they really don't. Like, who's in charge? But that's another conversation for another time. But one more segment we have. We're already over, but whatever. We're the 11 p.m. show. The Bachelorette. Mallory, do you have a recap?
So
Alex, did you watch, by the way? This is the time. Oh my gosh, you got to tune in. Tayshia's on now.
Tayshia came in, started meeting some of the guys, and then a limo with 4 new guys came in. Spencer came to shake it up. He did not give a good first impression to the other guys in the house, but you know who he did give a first impression to is Tayshia. Why? Because he got the first impression rose. It is proven that a lot of first impression rose people go on to win the whole thing, so we'll see what happens there.
No chance.
In the group date, he got punched by another person in the house. He got a little bloody mouth. He kind of deserved it, He was going a little too hard in the water basketball. Then Tayshia goes on a one-on-one date with my favorite person, who Claire didn't even give the time of day to, Brendan.
Is that the turtleneck guy?
Brendan is a turtleneck male model who was recently divorced. Tasha's also divorced. They have a lot in common. I ship it. I want them to end up together. Then we had a little 15-minute segment of Claire and Dale clearing the air that they didn't talk before the show, which is, probably false. They did talk before the show.
I don't know.
And Claire used the word show up about 10 times. She really likes how Dale shows up for her.
I'm done with Claire and Dale. Let me just go in and say this real quick. Dale doesn't like her as much as she likes him, and she's like it's like a psychotic weird thing at this point. Like it's like she's like infatuated. It's weird. Like whatever, just go be happy. But please stay out of the public light because I just don't want to see it anymore.
Instead of saying we're going to Disney World, when Chris Harrison asked, "What are you going to do next?" she said, "Babies."
Yeah, she's like already thinking babies with this guy. They apparently they've known each other for 3 weeks, but whatever.
Jesse, you're saying you don't want to see them in the public eye anymore, but when I'm on Dale's Instagram page, it says liked by Jesse Morrison.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. Because actually, funny story about this. I knew who Dale was like 3 years ago because I got this random follow from this Dale Moss guy, like promoting his stuff like 3 years ago. Yep, you're right. Yep, that's me. Yes, I follow Dale. Yep. Totally hypocritical. I know. But yes, Dale Moss used to follow me on Instagram. He doesn't follow me anymore, but like 2 years ago or whatever, I got this follow from him. I don't know why, but I was like, okay, former NFL wide receiver, male model. All right, I'm just gonna keep it here. I'm just gonna let him follow me, and like I obviously unfollowed me when he got more famous, but whatever. They're weird. It's okay. Mallory, keep going.
No, that was pretty much it. We'll see Tasha's journey. Will continue
Tomorrow or tonight.
tonight.
It continued tonight. We're recapping the episode. Whatever. We're recording this on Monday. But my take is that Easy should win. Easy is the coolest guy on the show. 100%. Nicest guy.
You could say he's easily the coolest guy on the show.
Yeah, with a Z. All right, Mallory, polls. You got to start back with the fast food polls from earlier today.
All right, let me scroll down here. Scroll. Okay. Does Five Guys have the best fries? 61% no, 13% not even a question, 13% of course, 13% yes. Better curly fries.
Mallory, hold on. Mallory retweeted the tweet that said, Michigan is a dumpster fire and Jim Harbaugh has a boner in his mask with the show account. Did you realize that's what you were retweeting, Mallory?
No.
You should probably change that.
That's what we were all thinking, though. That is what we were all thinking.
What we were all thinking. Questionable.
That's really funny. I just saw the mask and retweeted it.
Just figure it out after. We'll figure that out after the show, but just keep going.
Does Five Guys have the best fries? 61% no. I already read that one. Better curly fries, 80% Arby's, 20% Jack in the Box. Jeremy, big documentary guy, 100% yes. Wow.
Oh, hey, redo that.
Wait, I need to refresh?
Yeah, I just voted on all the other polls.
Kelly Oubre, nice to look at. You actually put his name. Love it. Mallory on fire on social media today. Doesn't care about our social media reference.
Pulling no punches.
Doesn't care about our social media.
Wow, question mark?
Everyone.
He's got a big nose. It's okay. He's got a big nose.
It's from his Pinocchio nose, from lying that he's a coach from fooling the public that he's a good coach. Mike, drop him out.
Wow, question mark. Wow, 75%. Wow, 25%. Should MacBooks have a back camera? 62% no. Wow.
What?
What was the worst? Was this the worst segment we've ever done? 100% no. Can the Suns beat Seattle? 25% go Sonics. 75% go Suns.
What?
Is Kelly Oubre nice to look at? 50% of course, 50% no comment.
Never happened before.
I voted yes.
What is the new low point for Michigan? That guy's mask, 57%, full back dive, 40 yards, 43%. Should they have McBlizzards at McDonald's? 100% yes.
Is that all?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that'll do it for the letter Y. So Serious Show on Twitter. That's how you follow us. Mallory's gonna go figure out how to correct that mistake, and yeah, we will see you next week. Good night, Canada.
Go Rays.